Hello friends, today I will teach you 9th class physics, first chapter, motion. In the case of motion, I will tell you here, when any body continually changes its position in the reference of any stable body, so this event is known as motion. One again, I am telling you here, when any body continually changes its position in the reluctance of any stable body, so this event is known as motion. How it happens? Say this: when any body continually changes its position in the reference of any stable body, so this event is known as motion. This event is called motion. In the case of motion, most important thing here that note, motion is a physical process. Motion is a physical event. It's a detail we will see here. For example, I am telling, suppose road, and here is a tree, and a car is passing by. So it happens that the distance of tree and car is here now, this. But suppose car moves and covers some distance and comes here. So it happened that now car was here, distance was this, but now in this condition the car is here and distance is this. Suppose after proceeding, now car is here. So in this situation we are watching that tree is stable, but the car is continually changing its position in the reference of this tree. Now tree is stable, the tree is stable, but car is continually changing its position in the reference of this tree. So we say that car is in motion in the reluctance of the tree. So in this situation, because car is continually changing its position in the reluctance, in the reference of this tree. First example. Second example, suppose it is a room, Anna, a person is sick, and here is fan. This person is sitting here and this fan is here. Now fan is continually in motion. Fan is continually in motion, but this man is stable. So we can say that fan is in motion in the reluctance of this man. Fan is in motion in the reluctance of this man. This is the event of motion. In the case of motion, I will tell you here that here car and this fan all are in motion. So it is the example of motion. In motion, 2 and 3 points are very important for its clearance, for its explanation. In which first is the reference point. Motion can be explained between 2 points, reference point and station point. motion can be explained between 2 points. Number 1, reference point, and number 2, station point. Station point. A reference point means a point from where a body starts its motion, means from where a body starts changing its position. It's previously I told you the body motion. Motion is a process in which a body continually changes its position in the reluctance of an stable body. So the point from where a body starts changing its position is called a reference point. See in detail one by one. And after that, next point is station point. Station point when body stops its motion. Means in reference point is the point from where body starts its motion. But the station point is the point where a moving body stops its motion. See one by one for detailed clearance. In the respect of these points, motion can be measured are 2 points, reference point and station point. This station point, reference point and station point, these are 2 points. In the respect of these 2 points, we can measure a motion. So for its detailed explanation, now come at the reference point. Reference point. Reference point is a fixed point. Reference point is a fixed point or a fixed object. Reference point is a fixed point or a fixed body or a fixed object in which respect a body continually changes its position. One again, a reference point, a fixed point or a fixed body in which reference or in which reluctance a body continually changes its position. Continually changes its position called reference point. One again, reference point. In the case of reference point, I will tell you here that reference point is a fixed point or a fixed body or a fixed object in which reluctance a body continually changes its position, means a body starts its motion. For example, it previously I explained you that suppose it is a road and it is a tree and a car is going. A car is going. So I told you here that this car is continually changing its position. But the tree is fixed. Tree is stable. So we can say that this tree is stable. So it is fixed at a place. So we can say tree is reference point. Tree is reference point. One again. Now, tree is stable means tree is fixed and this car is continually changing its position. So we can say that tree is a reference point. Tree is a reference point for car. I will explain you about reference point by the representation of a origin point related with graph. For example, suppose it is a fan. Suppose it is a fan. It starts its motion so on stability when it is stable. When it is stable, so suppose it is the blade of the fan. Of the fan. Now, in the stable condition, when position of the blade is here and fan is stable, so that time this stability point, this fixed point, it is called origin point. Origin point. And when this fan starts its motion, so means this fan continually changing its position in the reluctance of this origin point. So we can say that for this plate, for the motion of this fan, this is the origin point. For example, suppose a car or a car is stable. So we can say that this fixed point, origin point. Origin point. This origin point, reference point. Reference point. So means I will tell you here that reference point or origin point is the point from where a body starts its motion. From here, this body starts its motion. In the case of reference point or origin point, I will tell you here that an object continually changes its position in the reluctance of origin point, otherwise in the reluctance in the reference of any reference point. कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट, कोई भी मूविंग बॉडी अपने origin point या अपने reference point के reluctance में continually अपना position change करता है. This is called reference point or origin point. First. Second thing, here I will explain you about station point. Station point, so it was the origin point. Now for station point, station point. In the case of station point, a relative point at which a moving body stops its motion. A relative point at which a body stops its motion. That is called station point. Suppose here is a car. Here is a car. Here is a car. It starts its motion from here. So it is origin point. Otherwise, reference point. And after going some distance, after going some distance, this car stops. So in this situation here you will see that after going some point, car stops. So that stoppage point